안녕하세요. 저는 크리스입니다.
Who doesn't like pork belly? Today I'll showcase an amazing recipe, a combination of crispy and succulent with a delicious accompaniment. 최고예요. I got this amazing piece of pork belly from a Korean butcher. Beautiful and fresh. So the first step with our pork belly is to score the skin using a very sharp knife, and you want to achieve diamond shapes along the whole length of the skin. You turn the chopping board 180 degrees. It'll take a bit of effort to pierce the skin. Once you finish cutting, you'll see that the diamond shapes form in the skin, and that's really important in the cooking process. We're going to use the slits that were made to season the pork, and it'll help create a really crispy skin for when you're cooking it. The next step in our recipe is to salt the pork, ready for baking. I'm going to grab some rock salt, and you'll grab a handful of this. You'll spread it over the top, and then really dig it into those slits that we've made earlier. We're going to put the salted pork aside while we prepare the vegetables. So fennel is an amazing accompaniment for pork. It has quite a sweet aniseedy flavour that works really nicely with the richness of the pork. We're going to chop this in half really roughly and then into bite-sized pieces for our frying pan. So you're going to heat up your pan quickly on the stove. Add plenty of olive oil to your pan. Once your pan is smoking, add in your fennel. It should sizzle nicely. We're going to add some pretty strong flavours into the fennel, and this will add to the richness of the pork flavour. Cardamom seeds and star anise. Add a couple of bay leaves into the mixture as well. You're going to cook the veggies and spices for about 2 minutes. You're going to lay that on top of the vegetables for a couple of minutes just to cook the skin briefly. After a couple of minutes, we're going to turn the pork over so it's skin side up. You can see that the skin started to caramelise a little bit, which is great. We next add in about 1/4 of a bottle of white wine and about half a litre of stock. You want the stock just up to the top of the meat section of the piece of meat, and when it's cooking in the oven, it'll make the meat exceptionally succulent. Add some fennel seeds to the top of the pork and jab those into the slits for extra flavour of the meat. And this will go into the oven at 180 degrees for 2.5 hours. So our pork's been in the oven for about 2.5 hours now. We're going to ready to take it out and sit it for about 10 minutes on the stove. So I'm going to show you the recipe for a really nice Korean spicy spring onion salad. The first ingredient is a couple of handfuls of very thinly sliced spring onion, 1 spoon of sugar syrup, 1 spoon of soy sauce, 1 spoon of vinegar, 1 spoon of sesame oil. You'll need around 1/2 teaspoon of sugar and 1 spoon of Korean chili powder. And a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Give it a good mix with a pair of chopsticks. Gently brush a couple of pieces of bread over the pan juices to soak up the oil that's been created by the cooking of the pork belly. So I've put the pan juices back on the stove, and you need 1 big spoon of mustard in there. We're going to cut through the crispy skin and into the meat underneath. This looks so succulent. It'll melt in my mouth when I eat it.